So some of the things you can see here, other than some of my monitor screen right there, it's showing some of my camera. So I'm working on another new setup for my desk. So first we're gonna test out the Wii Classic Controller Pro. So that's why we'll have our Wii, well, my main Wii at the front, and then you probably see in the background right there my Xbox Series S. Alright, so without further ado, let's go ahead and test the controller. I'm gonna boot the preload, or at least try to. Because then we can get it to USB Loader GX. Because I got some GameCube games. Well, not many, but a few. Actually, do I have any GameCube games right now? Let me check if I do. Probably just a couple of NCAA games. Okay, I do. Let's test. Okay. That's nice. I'm using the left joystick. And that seems to be working okay. Now let's try some of the buttons. Just so you can see that, I'll change the camera. Well, let's see if I go to lower settings. I think that's where I change. I think that's where I change my Nintendo settings for controller specific things if I need to. Let's launch 2004. I still wait for 2004. Alright, 4 blue lights on the Wii remote. Hopefully that means... Okay. Okay. Yeah, this doesn't seem to be responding. I have it on Nintendo. Well, that's okay. I'll tinker with it later. But yeah, I'd say that was pretty successful. So now that's done, let's move to the Xbox 360. Alright, so if we take some closer looks on here, well, the console doesn't look too bad. It could definitely use a little cleaning. I was able to somewhat successfully remove the price tag after I bought this, because I'm not going to be returning it if it doesn't work. So I returned one about a year or so ago now, because, so, in an attempt early to think about doing reset glitch hack for the Xbox 360 Slim. So the first one I had, the Xbox 360 Slim E, had a 2014 motherboard, so the whatever it's called, the Winchester motherboard. So that would not have worked. So I found another one at Goodwill, at that same Goodwill. It has its own computer store called Goodbytes. So I found one with like a Corona motherboard, I think. If it wasn't, I think it was a Corona motherboard. Which, speaking of that, I forgot, if we look at the manufacture date, this being September 2012 manufactured, that's a Corona motherboard. Versus, if I move this one real quick and compare it to my main one, this is my main one right now. As you can see, I've attempted to get the price tag off, and I've been unsuccessful. If we look at behind that, this is October 2010, so I believe a Trillium motherboard. I might have swapped the two, though, but I'll correct myself later. So like, when I bought that second 360 Slim E, I don't know why I'm calling that in full, the internet was bad. So I could have returned it for 7 days, so I did within the next day or so, and replaced it with a 360 Slim with a hard drive. So because it had a hard drive, I was able to get a little more done with it. So yeah. Alright, also this one does not have a hard drive, unfortunately. So that's likely meaning this either has built-in memory or somebody removed the hard drive. But we'll find out. If there's no hard drive in it, we can work around it. Because I haven't decided what I'm going to do with it. I might try the latest spec update version. Who knows? We'll see. So yeah, let's go ahead and plug it in, see if it works. Alright, the Xbox 360 Slim, that's the white Xbox 360 Slim right here, has been plugged in. And so, without further ado, we'll go ahead and turn it on. 3, 2, 1. No game, that's okay. I'll have to go ahead and sync it momentarily. Alright, so for some reason, Roku, the audio is making a weird noise, which, if I want to get rid of that, I may have to restart my entire computer, which should be fine because, well, I knew that noise, so, and usually that means, I mean, I figured something was connected to my capture card a little weird, or just need a reboot, but it could be anything. So I'll look at that later. So for now, I'll just project to my TV. So let's go ahead and sync the controller. All right, no profiles as expected. Now let's find out if this has built-in memory. All right, it does have built-in memory, but ooh. What's interesting is that there might be some stuff on it. I don't know. Let's find out. No games. Okay, that was expected. It does have apps. That's what's likely on the memory. Let's format the memory unit, see if that does anything. This is built-in memory. So let's find out. Yeah, there we go. Now we have a little more. I would really want to know what was on it, but it's fine. So yep, profiles. If there were profiles on there, sorry, one moment. Sorry, for a second, things looked a little low quality from my webcam. So, now, next thing we're going to do is make sure the disk drive works. So we're going to put NCAA Football 13 inside, see if it works. Okay, disk drive seems to operate decently. It'll probably start on its own. Yep. That's a decent fan speed, and it does seem to have loaded. I'll make sure it fully gets through before I do anything else. Just to make sure it fully gets in, we will. Alright. Alright, success! NCAA Football 13 works. Disk drive works. I would have put 14 in on there, but that's currently in my main 360, so with that unplugged, I can't really get that out because it's inside the console. So yeah, it's good stuff. Okay. Check the dashboard, latest dashboard. Cool. Well, this is a pretty good find. I'm not sure how much I'll do with it immediately, but I've got plans to do things with it. Well, that'll do it for today's video, Root Crew. Hope you enjoyed.